This is the end of my high school years. Here it is, the final month of my time here at Keystone. As I leave behind my high school years, I have many memories and immense gratitude for the people in my life who helped me along the way. I learned many lessons, not only in the classroom, but in my life too. If I had to pick just one unforgettable memory from all my years in school, it would be that Cornerstone Church Camp trip in 5th and 6th grade. It was me, Noah, Spencer, and Aiden. Back when we were all just a bunch of sunburned students pretending to be tough. And I say pretending because halfway through I got absolutely wrecked by the sun. I'm talking about sun poisoning on my nose level of wrecked. It hurt like crazy, but somehow that made it even more memorable. We were sleeping in cabins, playing games together, laughing too hard over dumb inside jokes, and bonding together. There was sulfur in the ground that seeped into the water, so whenever we would shower and brush our teeth, we could smell rotten eggs. Pretty disgusting. We complained about that every day. Anyways, that trip had this magical mix of chaos and connection. It was just one of the times I really felt like I belonged. I was part of something. Looking back upon this memory fills me with nostalgia of when times were easy. Even when my nose was peeling like a zombie from Call of Duty, I wanted to be there. I'll never forget that feeling. There are a ton of names I could drop here, but here's 3 people who really made a lasting difference during these years. First, my mom. She's been my biggest supporter since day one. From the moment she surprised us with a PS3 and Xbox 360 because she saw how much joy video games brought us, to every time she reminded me that I'm stronger than my setbacks. She's been the steady voice in my corner. She never gave up on me, even when I was struggling to hold on myself. She always supported me in my decisions, unless they were bad. You are the best mother a son could ever ask for. Second, Mrs. Sheets. My 8th grade French class with her was legendary. Not because of the words we learned, because it was an introduction to French class, but because of how she listened. She made the classroom feel like a safe space and always had a story to tell when we were trying to get her off topic every day. She somehow balanced structure and chaos, and I learned more about myself from that class than any test could ever measure. She has always been there for my athletics too. She wanted me to run fast, that's for sure, always pushing me further ahead. Third, Mason Woods. He's not just a good friend, he's a best friend. From Call of Duty Zombies, late night sessions, we didn't just game, we bonded. He invited me over to his house so we could play Call of Duty whenever we wanted. He has all of them, I'm pretty sure, I'm not 100%, but when school felt overwhelming, gaming with him gave me something consistent to hold on to, until I stopped gaming for a little bit. I honestly don't know how I would have made it through those tougher stretches without that time to unwind and reconnect with Mason. One lesson I learned the hard way is this: setbacks don't define you. How you respond to them defines you. There were times I got injured, physically and emotionally. Times I felt behind or I'd never catch up. Times when life threw something at me I didn't see coming. But I kept going. Even when it felt easier to stop, I did. But I bounced back. I remember cross country and track practices when I was totally drained, or when I just didn't believe in myself, but there was something about pushing through those days, finishing the run, even when I felt like quitting. That taught me persistence. Same goes for life. You're gonna fall down, you're gonna fail sometimes, but if you keep showing up, if you keep trying, you'll get better. That's the real win. Not perfection, progress. There's this quote I found one day. I still think about it. He who has a why to live can bear almost any how. Friedrich Nietzsche. That one stays with me. It's not just about surviving or pushing through, it's about knowing why you're doing it. Having something to believe in. Something to aim for. For me, That why has changed over time. Sometimes it's been family, friends, even something as simple as making someone laugh or proving I could do something no one thought I could. Other times it's been this feeling, this drive to become more than I was yesterday. This quote doesn't promise that the road will be easy. It says the road might be hard, but if you have a reason, you'll carry yourself through it. That's something I've felt in school, in sports. In moments where I quit, I came back because I had a why, and that is enough. If I could give one piece of advice to the people just starting high school, it's this. Don't rush to be someone, just be real. Be the person who sings stressed out with a friend on the bus. Be the person who makes up ridiculous songs on the 6th grade field trip about booze and PA and thinks it's the funniest thing ever. Be the kid who plays Minecraft split screen on a TV and finally goes down the big slide in the backyard after swearing you on because you were afraid. Be the kid who screamed at your brothers over Xbox matches but still played when the game demanded teamwork. Be the person who sat down with those same friends at lunch every day just because it felt like home. The one who laughed way too hard during the Spanish class presentation because everything felt like a sitcom. The one who got active in sports. The one who was present because that's the stuff that counts. It sticks with you. High school goes fast. One day you're running laps in track practice, wondering why you signed up. The next you're turning in your last assignment and writing your senior video script, wondering where the time went. So don't waste it trying to look perfect or cool. Just live it. Make memories. Say yes. Say no when it matters. Fall. Get back up. Laugh harder. Care more. And always, always stay true to what makes you, you.